I think I would have like taken a run at a couple of heists.
Yeah, really?
I think so.
I can't get you to go to therapy. You're gonna plan a heist?
Those are so different.
I mean, it's just,
there's no reward
so
for therapy.
Oh yeah.
He married my sister, now we're living together. Roommates in love.
White smoke, Timmy.
We did it. We got one.
We got it. And this is immediately revealing that we're recording this a week early.
Yeah, but who cares?
Sorry.
We got to do it sometimes.
We're
busy schedule.
Busy boys, booked and busy and blessed.
Not
too.
our fault, and blessed.
Not
for
as
the time
blessed
being.
as the new
Not
Pope,
as,
Leo. Wow, and we chose the guy from Chicago, which, you know, you'd think a couple boys who just came from Chicago, we'd be excited about it. Guess what?
I was excited for 8 minutes.
Yeah, and then I shared the news. Sex criminal. Well, not a sex criminal, but he did harbor them for a while.
I'm going to toss the same diff at you, Tom. I'm going to say that's negligible as hell.
No, I think that's pretty chill, actually. He's just being a good friend.
He's the paterno of fucking the Catholic Church.
Yes.
Boy, you guys got to chill out.
I don't know what it is.
It's that you can't have sex.
Yeah, that's it.
These guys, they're going to lose. You can't not bust one, Tom. You simply must bust.
God, it's just these.
This is a must-bust situation for these guys.
Okay, so this is coming out a week after. If you guys haven't heard about Robert Prevost, Papa Leo, and Richard McGrath was the priest and the president of a school in Chicago.
Not good.
Who he covered up for. If you haven't heard about it yet, if somehow that doesn't really come out in the last week,
we're breaking the news.
Then we're breaking the news, and I encourage you to go read up on it because it is haunting.
Don't do it if you're having a good day.
No, and don't do it if you would like to continue living in blissful ignorance of the Catholic Church.
Right. You need to do it when you're like kind of at equilibrium because you don't want to do it when you're sad either.
No, because the guy, the last victim who won a lawsuit against Papa Leo's old archdiocese, he died 2 weeks ago, and it's a pretty sad death. He was 43.
Did he?
It wasn't suey, but it was some pretty
drinky?
Severe self-harm. Yeah.
Drinky poo.
A lot of it.
A lot of
I
drinky.
think substances, drinking.
His liver gave out on him.
Yeah, he had tried.
You know what sucks about those damn, you win a big settlement.
2 years ago, $2 million.
And then you're like, well, this is all going to booze.
Yeah.
I'm going to drink. What are we even talking about? Welcome to the pod, everyone. What the hell are we doing? Glad you guys tuned in for a laugh. We get all these messages like, hey, man, I like work at this boring-ass job or this really high-stress job, but you guys make us laugh. And we're like, hey, a victim of sexual assault just killed himself via alcohol.
Yeah, well, sometimes we speak the truth.
Damn, that is true. We are the modern-day philosophers and truth tellers.
Yeah, somebody commented on our video today saying you guys are like a morning radio show. And that's why we immediately combated that and talked about something that you would never hear on morning radio.
You would never hear that on morning radio. You would hear fun prompts, though.
That is a little morning radio-ish. I'm starting to see the connection.
Huh?
Yeah.
Still fun.
It's very fun.
Morning radio did seem like I would love to. What would your nickname on morning radio be?
Tommy Tracks.
Tommy Tracks. Like no, you'd be Tommy Keys and it's Tommy Keys in the plot.
And the plot.
Oh,
yeah.
Shout out to comedy
Tommy
on
Keys
stage.
in the plot, and then a little keyboard slide.
And then whatever, I just like advance a inside joke that we have going on. Why was I the plot? Oh, because I kept saying people are losing the plot.
Yeah.
That's right.
And so our band name was Tommy Keys in the Plot, which is just a sick,
unbelievable name. Yeah. That's what we should rename the pod.
I think we've had 2 different episodes of the pod named after that nickname.
It's a great name.
It's like Tommy Keys in the Plot and then like Return of the Plot.
Return of the Plot, and it's the plot and Tommy Keys. We're fully running out of ideas.
Yeah, you're the front man now?
Dude, I was so excited about this fucking Pope for like 8 minutes.
Maybe I would say this is the only silver lining that I was thinking about and we just discussed briefly is, we've got a world leader over on our side who has a history of sexual assault.
Sure.
Now we've got one in the Vatican. Maybe it takes one to know one. You gotta, to beat your enemy, you gotta be your enemy.
You must think like your enemy.
And maybe he's gonna take him down by being like, brother, I get it.
Hey, look, we've all been there.
And then he's like secretly recording him or something.
Well, they don't because like the Catholic guy is boys. Trump was always girls.
True.
Maybe there's going to be a big rift about that.
Trump is probably going to be like, gay.
I know, he's like, gross. What are you, gay? Age is just a number, but what are you, gay?
He's very gay. New Pope, gay.
Oh, God.
Gay Pope.
Yeah, we're back on another amazingly upbeat topic. We can't get away from it.
Sorry. I brought it up right away.
Hey, let me bring back the talk we had about Threads the other day. Hey, if you want to get on Threads
Wait.
and take a shit on DJT, it's well received.
Oh, hell yeah.
Can't do that on...
Pop it on Threads. You throw that over on X.
Oh.
You got a red dot on it.
You got a fucking X on your forehead.
Yeah,
They're going
there
to
we
chop
go.
your head clean off.
Man, that would be sick.
It's a
If
bunch
you
of-
got assassinated for a viral tweet,
And by getting your head chopped off, that would be kind of sick.
that would be tight.
Everybody would be like, what was the tweet?
I would do at least one episode. I would ask Lizzie if I could have your body for one episode to do just one headless pod.
And you keep looking over and you're going, come on, this kid's lost the plot over
Hit
here.
the ball back, Tim.
Zero riffing.
Head
You
rolls
have to
up.
like keep getting up and rearranging my body because it keeps slumping.
I got sunglasses sitting on the stump of your neck.
You can hear Lizzie crying like just in the other room.
I'm like, Lizzie, I said 1 hour and then one bonus for the Patreon.
Well, she's Lizzie just hanging out in the foyer out there. Well, what is that? I guess that's a lobby out there.
Oh, I thought you meant our living room. I was like, yeah, let's call it a lobby.
That's a lobby.
Yeah, I think it's a foyer. I think you were right the first time. It's a
we're
hallway.
going with lobby.
I like lobby. I mean, I like the idea of having a lobby.
Well, this is a professional production in a professional place.
This is true. And we do have hundreds of staff members here, so they get a lobby.
Get Lizzie a seltzer. Get her a damn scone.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
She'll be fine.
She'll be fine.
I can have your headless fiance here for a little bit.
She's got to respond to all the tweets.
all the responses going R.I.P. to the king.
Yeah.
Damn, the plot. We're gonna miss the plot.
Timmy Plot. That
Timmy
sucks.
P. Timmy
That's not
Plot's
it.
no good.
It's just the plot.
The plot. Timmy Plot sounds like I shit where I
It
shouldn't.
does sound shitty.
Yeah,
It
because
sounds
it's.
poop based.
Well, I think plop is what you're.
Oh yeah.
Poop based.
Yeah, really. The next we got serious. The first 8 minutes. The next 52
Sorry.
minutes are going to be mostly poop based.
Sorry. I just can't get this man out of my head. Someone did respond to a thing on Threads. Shout out Threads. And it was just like, Donald Trump has so much real estate in your head. And I obviously didn't respond, but I was like, hey, he's so right.
Now that guy has real estate in your head about Trump having
real estate.
in
And let
your
me tell
head.
you something. I'm running out of real estate.
That guy's
up here.
renting real estate from
Trump.
in your head.
He's subleasing really in my damn head from Trump, and it's ruining my life.
God,
I gotta get
damn.
off the internet.
Yeah, I keep turning on and off the timers on my social media, but I had 2 solid weeks where I was strict about it.
Ooh, like taking what 5-6 hours off?
Yeah, well, I was only
Isn't that
allowed.
insane
I
to
was only
say?
allowed 2 hours a day on Instagram, and I was hitting it.
Are you really getting your money's
I was
worth?
hitting 2 hours. Yeah,
Oh well, wait. What do you mean?
like I was on Instagram for 2 hours a day.
Sure.
It sucks to admit that.
Yeah, I'm going 2. Those are great numbers.
I know. I think I was like, well, because when I set the limit at 2, I was like, there's no way I'm actually on there for more than 2 in a day. I'm hitting it at about 9:30 in the morning.
Oh, brother.
Oh,
Lizzie was
man.
like, hey, could you pull up your screen time? I was like, absolutely not.
No, I would rather.
I was like,
get my
Trump's already
head
got
cut
enough
off.
real estate in my head. I don't need this.
Oh my god.
But that is why Trump has all this real estate. It is, I'm just ingesting all of his actions every single day.
Yeah.
His every little move. Hey, are you supposed to uphold the Constitution? I don't know.
I don't know.
You
I have
don't.
lawyers looking into
You
it.
don't know.
No, I don't know.
Oh, they said, hey, what concessions are you going to make with Canada? He goes, what? They go, what concessions are you
Oh,
going to
yeah,
make?
what
And he
did he
goes,
say again?
oh, concessions, friendship.
Yeah.
And lady goes, that's not a concession. He's like, I don't know, good friends.
Concession? Yeah, I'd love a hot dog.
Love a hot diggity. Got any nachos over there?
Ooh, I didn't see a concession stand.
Damn, we
actually.
do need to get a concession stand over
Just
here.
in here, that would be sick.
Was there anything better when you were like a kid and your older sibling was at playing a game?
And you were allowed to go to the concession
And
stand.
then your dad would just hit you with 3 clams and you'd run over the concession stand. You could really live with 3 clams at
3
the concession
clams.
stand.
That was nachos, cheese cup, and a Sprite.
And a Sprite.
Yes, a can of Sprite.
Always.
That they just put in the fridge.
I know.
It was never quite
Yeah, you
cold
never
enough.
got a cold Sprite. But still, it felt good.
Yeah, I was obsessed with that, and I would always ask for quarters to go to the little machines, and there was these like little like alien figurines in one of like the the quarter machines.
Sure.
There was at the hockey rink near us. There was like these little like alien.
Oh wait, did they
toys.
come out of that little see-through ball?
Yeah,
with the top
they had a
on
little
it?
like egg. Yeah.
Hell yes, love that.
And I would. Oh man, I loved those things.
I never got the good one though. You always feel like you saw all the good stuff, and you're like, here it comes, and then you crank, and you go, where did this
You get
come
like
from?
the generic one.
What is this? It was always like the stretch sticky guy.
Oh god.
And
the
I was always
sticky
okay
hand.
with that.
Sticky hand is good for about 8 minutes, and then it gets covered in lint.
Well, it's starting. You're like, it's a lot of hair.
It's so much hair.
Whose hair is
There's
this?
no way this is mine. I'm in a public space.
You're like, I'm gonna stick it 2 more times, and then I'm done.
Yeah, I shouldn't have put it behind the vending machine.
God, that
It really
was
picked up on
gross.
some stuff.
Man.
And they had the sticky balls that you could just chuck at the wall.
I got a pair of those right now, Tom.
Yeah,
Come
it's
on,
getting
man.
hot out there.
Let's go. It's getting
yeah,
thick.
wearing jeans.
I had a
and
little 30-minute walk over here. These
Woo.
balls are musty.
yucky.
Yeah, I know, but it's fine.
No more oral sex till Labor Day.
Is that your rule?
Nah, that was a thing I tried to get going in Texas last year. I had 4 dates in Texas last summer.
Okay.
It is.
This is a self-imposed rule?
Well, I was trying to, make it a thing online. I was like, you guys are banning the wrong stuff. It was right when they were banning abortion again. And it was like, you guys are walking around with the swampiest cocks
Dick and balls.
west of the Mississippi.
Yeah.
And
Hey, put your mouth on this absolute salt rocket I've got.
I mean, you're outside for 8 minutes in 112-degree humid Texas weather. It's just a lagoon in the.
I mean, brother, I grew up in Louisiana.
oh
you don't,
yeah,
you don't think I know about the swamp?
It's literally a swamp.
It's the swamp.
Yeah.
You do. There was plenty of times where it was like a mutual agreement, like, let's pop in a shower, rinse off, then
Yeah.
we'll get back to what's going on right now.
Exactly.
You had to do it.
You have to pre-sex shower.
The
for
only
sure.
time that you didn't have to do that is if it was a pool day.
Yeah, it's still, but it's so
Pool
funny that like
kinda
the
took
good
care
news
of it.
is like, no, it's just covered in chlorine.
Yeah,
so
now
it's
it's
gonna
chlorine
be fine.
rocket. You like that? First time I was so nervous. Do you remember the first time you got a beach?
Mm-hmm.
Of course. How could you ever forget?
I'll never forget it.
Well, the first attempt I got at a beach, it didn't work.
What didn't? Which part didn't work?
Well, so me and this girl are texting, and we were all the friends were getting together at a big pool thing the next day, and she's texting me. She's like, "I'm gonna suck your dick tomorrow." Then I was like, "Oh my
Whoa!
God. And
Jerked off 35 times. To
jerked
that.
off 35 times that night just reading the text.
Yeah, of
I
course.
couldn't help myself.
No, it's crazy.
3 gallons of cum that night. Insane. At my friend's house. So
At your friend's house.
it wasn't even my house. I was at my boy Neil's house, absolutely
Oh,
cranking
my
the hog.
God.
And so the pool day comes around. I'm anxious,
Yeah,
So what do you do when you're in high school and you're anxious at a pool day?
crank it.
You drink 1,000 Miller Lights.
Oh, yeah. I didn't drink in high school. I wasn't as cool as you.
I didn't really start until like junior year.
Okay, that's high school.
Yeah.
It's about halfway through.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I guess freshman and sophomore year, I was like, yeah, but I'm going to be a professional basketball player.
Yeah.
And then junior year, I was like, roller skates.
Yeah, I'm only 6'4".
Yeah, it's time to start having a little fun. Try to
Yeah.
get this dinky sucked.
And then it backfired.
So, I'm fresh out of jizz. I'm full of booze.
Mm-hmm.
She shows up. We go upstairs. Can't get it hard. Tough.
Man,
Tough.
you've always been an old soul, Timmy.
I mean, what does that mean?
You're like, I'm like picturing you not being able to get it up like an old guy can't. Where you're like, I'm feeling around for my Viagra.
17.
I have
Oh,
no Cialis.
17?
Yeah, that
Oh.
sucks. That
But-
actually happened to me one time early on as well. I was probably 17 or 18. But I was so embarrassed because I was like, I hadn't gone through puberty. And I was like, my dickie's so small.
Yeah, and you're like, by the way, what are you, the new pope? This is kind of pedophilia right
It
now.
was Father Richard McGrath. And he was not cool about it.
You're like, I don't know why I was nervous. It was a 52-year-old man.
He was my principal and my pastor. I had to go to confession with him
With
right
him.
after.
Say these 8 Hail Marys while I suck your dink.
That little new confession joke's hitting, and it's fun.
Wait, what is that one again?
It's basically just like that. Like, the only sin you have when you have to go to confession is jerking off, but you're not gonna say that, so
right.
you have to lie.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna be like, I'm jerking. I want to jerk off all the time. It's all I think about. You can't say that because he's like, no, you can do it in here. I'm doing it. So
Yeah,
you
it's
can
fine.
let it rip.
Hey, join the club, brother.
Hop on it. The holy water's warm. Come on.
Go ahead.
Now we're just doing material.
Tip your dinky in here. It's going to be just fine.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
so you couldn't get the dingster going either?
Yeah, I think that was like pure nerves, but it was kind of like it was a handy situation, and it was over pretty quick.
Oh, you busted pretty quick.
No, it was like it got interrupted. We got walked in on.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear more about that.
It's making my skin crawl thinking about it.
yeah,
I can't
yeah.
even. I can't.
Oh,
even
yeah, you
talk
can?
About it. No, it's just. It was like a.
Who interrupted? Was it her family or your
No,
family?
friends.
Okay, not bad.
No, it
So
was,
door just
you know what
creaked
we were
open?
talking about? We talked about this once, and then we realized like maybe that's incriminating. Was like the parent that the friend's house whose like parents let you just like do anything.
We're cool.
And then like looking back, you're like, that's not
This is the parents' house where I was attempting to get the dink sucked.
right. It's like not actually that chill of them.
See, I thought it was good. It was like, you guys can drink here, but, obviously you can't drive, and you're staying here all night.
But, like guys and girls.
No, this was a sneak over.
Okay, I was like, because they're basically just being like, experiment in our guest bedroom.
Yeah, you guys can try to fuck. It's going to be really bad for both of you, but knock
Just
it out.
Try not to knock the teddy bear over that's on the shelf and keep it pointed right at the bed.
Don't worry about the weird, like, mechanical sounds it's making.
Yeah, don't put anything in front of the eyes.
Yeah, if it sounds like a lens is zooming in, I wouldn't worry about that.
I would say lean into it.
Kind of perform for the bear.
If you could angle yourself so the bear could see most of it, that would be great. All right, get the hell out of here.
No, but this was a sneak over situation.
Okay.
And you know what? Speaking of the fucking salty, she had been working in a snowball stand all day.
What?
Oh, that's classic Louisiana stuff.
A snowball stand, like ices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're called snowballs.
Snow cones.
There's snowballs in Louisiana.
Wow.
Yeah. So, like, a bunch of kids, like, when you're in high school, they'll just, like, work in a snowball stand.
That's such a hot girl high school job.
100%.
That's so funny.
And she came over, but, no rinse down. I'm fresh out of the pool. She's fresh out of the snowball stand, sweating up a storm. I got to start smooching the neck. Salt City.
Ooh, wow. She works up that much of a sweat in a snowball stand?
Well, brother,
You should have had a couple of those snowballs.
You ever seen a snowball stand?
Are they cranking?
Oh, brother, it's fucking 8x2.
Damn.
Working in there all day in a hot Louisiana day.
Yeah, but you're surrounded by
Sweat
ice.
City.
It's
You
not.
would think so, Tom. You would think so.
Okay, we got some follow-ups to last week. Jesus Christ, we just got a 6-page email. We'll read that later.
Wait, what's the top of it? That's just going to stress me out. Are they mad?
No, I don't think so. I was just discovered you guys a couple months ago, and this is my first time emailing me. Discovered your sketches on Google Shorts. I don't even know what that is.
They made it over to Goog Shorts?
Incredible. Found the podcast and have watched all of them except for 2023. What happened in 2023?
Watched them all except 2023?
Yeah. Did we suck in 2023?
I'm very confused by that.
Oh, we were going remote. Maybe that was it.
Oh, all the pod? Is that
Yeah.
what's... Oh. Yeah, that tracks.
Maybe that's
All right, fine. Dude. We were trying to make it happen from 2,000 miles away.
And he goes, is it a zero move if I start commenting on old YouTube videos?
Absolutely not.
No. It's just that too many people are not commenting and sending us notes about what they would comment.
Stop that.
Just do it publicly.
If I get
you
one more
weirdo.
text saying, hey, I listened to the pod today, I'm going to throw my phone into the river.
Yeah, do it publicly so that we can monetize your support.
We've been doing this for 3.5 years for free, folks. We need these damn comments because I need a couple of elective surgeries, and I don't have the cash for it right now.
Yes. Tim, he's going to get his head chopped off soon. So, okay, wait. This was a follow-up that was it's made me laugh. I think it might be the same guy. I don't know. Tom, while Alaska Airlines gate agents, if you don't remember last week, I had a real run-in with Alaska Airlines.
Brutal
they
stuff.
really gaslit me into being like, no. Yeah, you'll get on a new flight once you get to Seattle.
No, it's
bitch.
actually your fault.
Tom, while Alaska Airlines gate agents did wrong by you, at least you didn't experience the ultimate in Alaska Airlines zero experience with an open air flight with a door plug falling off. Oh, that was that. And given every plane in their fleet is a Boeing 737 and 1/3 of them are 737 Maxes, I love our autistic fans, it could have been a lot worse. Delta, on the other hand, has 0 737 Maxes. It's quite the plus.
Yeah, this is Tizzy,
Thank you
or it's a pilot.
Thank you for the break. It is. I hope you're a pilot, or just
I
a
hope
big
you're a
fan
Tizzy
of planes,
pilot, yeah.
whatever. I will say my bar for airplanes isn't just them staying together.
Pretty low bar.
That's not. I have like slightly higher expectations.
He's like, hey man, at least you didn't crash into a mountain.
You be appreciative.
What are you complaining about?
You're telling me no parts fell off the plane,
Interesting. So the doors stayed shut,
and you still have complaints.
and you had the audacity to get on a microphone and complain.
Okay. Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah, take that shit to Delta, Tom.
Interesting. That's an Alaska pilot right there.
Yeah, he is trying.
He's going, hey, nothing fell off the plane. Did you get to your destination? Yeah.
Oh my God. We had that one, and I had one other one that I wanted to read because this is another follow-up that's now 2 weeks in arrears, but it is a follow-up to our foul ball situation.
Arrears is a word that doesn't get used enough.
Yeah, I didn't
like
know what it meant
arrears.
for a long time, and then when I learned, I got excited about it.
Weren't you an accounting
now I use
major?
it. Yeah, and I believe that's when I learned it.
Okay.
But I think there was a period of classes
You just
where
missed the arrears.
people would like talk about it, and yeah, I learned about it in arrears.
You were still saying accrue, and they're like, no, we're on arrears right now.
We're in arrears. I was like, the only arrear I'm worried about is Father Richard McGrath.
All right, what's this damn note?
I did have a foul ball grabbed out of my hands by a grown man at a game when I was 10-ish years old.
0.
And this was at a short season A-League game. Oh,
Tough.
really tough. Like
Did
it
you
was,
throw the first pitch out at this one?
I believe I did. And I think my dad missed it. His wife was on board, and I distinctly remember her yelling, he finally got his ball, and kissing him, etc. But then a hero player warming up nearby threw me an extra ball and was like, sorry about that guy.
Yeah, but that's not the same.
No, because like catching a live one is magical.
And
It
it's
happens
the
to
odds
like
of it.
100 people a year.
Yeah, the odds are just astronomical.
Yeah.
You know, the toss ball, that probably happens 4 times a game.
I've had a ball tossed to me before.
Not fun.
It's like, you're like, all right, if it was Derek Jeter, that's
Different.
cool. Somebody in single A.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, what was the guy?
Thanks.
Verlander tossed one to Kate Upton with his phone number on it. Baller.
cool move.
Baller move.
Yeah. Would have been less chill if a kid caught that one. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, I was,
That has my.
oh.
I wrote a really nasty note on that.
You just see the camera zoom in. The kid's like, Dad, what does that say?
What does this mean? He wants to get all up in my arrears.
He said, bend over and show me those arrears.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a
man.
stone cold 0 move. But you see that kind of shit on Instagram all the time of some guy just like yanking a ball
Yeah.
away from a helpless child with no remorse.
Yeah, I saw another one. Someone at like a Lakers game got thrown. Someone's, I think it was
Kobe.
Kobe's shooting sleeve,
It was Kobe.
and then he like ripped it out of another guy's hand.
Well, see, I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
He was throwing it to a girl, like a teenage
Oh.
girl, and he botched the throw.
So a different guy caught
And
it.
a different guy, it just like went right to the guy and he caught it.
Yeah, the guy like in camo, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And he like they were grabbing it and he knew he was gonna let go and he knew he was supposed to let
Yeah,
go.
because he didn't put up a huge
Big
fight.
but in his head he's going, this is Kobe's armband.
Kobe's shooting sleeve.
I should at least try a little. He did
Yeah.
let go, he did the right thing.
Okay.
But I think he was put in a tough spot there.
Yeah, that is tough.
You know, you get hit with Kobe's thing, you're going, he's gonna be dead in 2 years from a Jurassic helicopter
Right.
crash.
Oh, I just got a cramp.
Oh, I thought you sat on your nut.
No, my groin just cramped.
I thought it was
For a jog for the first time in a long time today.
I was about to say you looked a little sweaty.
Yeah, it was hotter than I anticipated out there.
It's hot out there,
Getting
Tom.
steamy. The nuts are not good. I could use a snowball.
And did you hit
or
a
two.
you hit a sauna right after? I saw the sauna was all wet.
Had to.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the nuts are terrible.
I'm really in there. No, then I took a cold shower.
No, I can smell those musty things from over here. Absolute must city right now.
Oh my god. Well, we got I got some fun things to talk about. You got any things over there,
You
Timothy?
dive over there. I'm going to dive into my notes.
Have you ever heard of the show Farmer Wants a Wife?
Absolutely not.
Oh, I would love for you to check it out.
Is this a reality TV show?
It's a reality TV show that I accidentally watched with my dear friend Rich Park down in Austin. We were hanging out on a Sunday, just doing nothing, and his girlfriend was like, "Have you guys seen Farmer Wants a Wife?" And I was like, "I'm in."
Sure.
It is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Basically, the premise is it's these 4 farmers. It's The Bachelor, but for farmers.
Oh, it's brand new. They only got 1 season.
Yeah,
Wait, but they only did 1 season.
I think there's no way it got renewed.
From 2008.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Farmer Wants a Wife.
Is that how old it was?
I mean, it got a 4.9 out of 10 on IMDb.
I think there's it's like on right now.
Number of episodes 8. I mean, I'm sure it just got like released on some streaming service.
No, brother, I'm telling you.
Farmer Wants a Wife.
2025.
Hey, what the hell?
you gotta.
Well, but it got released on something.
I think
right?
you're on Google Shorts or something weird.
I'm at Quick Facts.
No,
number
there's
of
a new
episodes,
episode
8.
tonight. Look at that. First thing.
This is fucking bullshit.
How are we getting different results?
I don't know. I'm on Threads, so I don't know what I'm seeing.
Man,
I actually
think
did look
you've got
anything
this
up.
weird version of Threads that has been like curated by your therapist to keep you alive. And it's like this like weird little. It's like a Truman Show, but just on Threads.
I'm like, damn. A lot of people are tweeting out everything's gonna be okay.
Tim. Like I'm seeing a lot of viral tweets that are like directed at
Yeah,
me.
man, I don't even know why these are funny. Hey, man, everything's gonna work out. What is that?
Hey, man, I'm really excited that you and Lizzie are finally gonna get married. 12 million likes.
I'm like, damn. I guess everything is gonna be fine. I love Threads. I'm actually so. Oh wait, go back to Farmer Wants a.
Well,
his
it's
dinky sucked.
the premise is. I wish it was just. It's so fake. Like the good reality TV shows are like they expose these people for being monsters.
Right. Well, that's like that one. What was it? Joe Millionaire. Remember that one from way back when?
I don't think so.
And it was like all of these girls that thought they were marrying. Like they thought he was like the heir of, I don't know, Marriott or whatever it was.
Okay.
And so they were all like, really fawning for this guy. And
Was
then it
he
comes
at
out at
peace?
the end, he's just like a plumber.
That's awesome.
And then it's like, all right, do you still want to marry him? And they're all like, totally.
Oh no, it was David Spade the whole time.
He pulls his wig off.
Yeah. He's got the exact same hair underneath.
That guy with the wig was David Spade the whole time? The hell? No, same wig.
So Farmer Wants a Wife, it's basically like, one, you can tell that none of them were, it's not a good enough idea because it's The Bachelor, but they had to do 4 of them because it's like not a good enough
4
plot
dudes?
just for one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's 4 dudes and a bunch of ladies, and all the dudes own a farm. They're all farmers.
2025.
And they are like all generationally wealthy farmers.
Well, not anymore, and Trump's coming after those.
Except for one of them who was he played briefly in the NFL, I believe, and then he bought his grandparents' farm back.
Okay.
But the other ones are all like one of them is like in St. Louis. Like it's like in the city.
Yeah.
And then he owns this estate right on the city limits, and he's like, I'm a farmer. And it's like, no, dude, your great-grandparents, first of all, 100% were slave owners.
Yeah. Well, in St. Louis?
I mean, the vibes on this guy are...
Right.
They're a little, what's the fucking...
It's giving overseer.
Yeah, what's the... Where did you guys do all your proms and stuff?
Plantations.
Yeah. What is it? But what are they... Don't they have another name for it?
Plantations. No, that's always a plantation.
Yeah, but what's the ball I'm thinking about? Or like the...
Oh, a debutante ball.
Debutante ball.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Went
he's
to a
given,
few of those.
I know you did.
Yep. To a few of those.
He's given very like debutante ball vibes. And they're all just like,
Well, I'm looking at some of these names. I mean, Colton Hendricks.
Exactly.
He was destined for this.
well, but they're not farmers. They're
Bailey
all wearing
Wallace.
they're all wearing like crisp cowboy hats.
Oh, for sure.
That they
yeah.
just got.
It's a $900 hat.
And I just think that it could be a better show if we just renamed it. I wrote down 2 ultimate names. One, my employees want health insurance
Sure.
instead of Farmer Wants a Wife. And then he gets to choose, because they
Who
never
gets-
show who's working the farm. It's so fucked up.
Who gets the health insurance?
Exactly.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah.
you have a 400-acre farm, and then this one little shot of you in a John Deere is how you farm it?
Yeah.
Liar.
Yeah.
Show us the workers.
And you're in brand new boots.
Yeah.
Wranglers and a sick ass hat and a blazer.
Show us
I don't think so.
the damn migrants, Colton.
Sorry, that John Deere looks squeaky clean.
Yeah, it's also like you're like mowing the lawn. That's not farming. And then the other name I had was my illegitimate son I had with my maid wants to meet me.
Sure.
I think that could be a better show as well.
Sure. Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, so that was my problem with Farmer Wants a Wife is it's like a full make-believe thing.
How many sods did you get through?
I think we watched 4 and Rich wanted to cut it off. I was down for more.
Man, I love reality television.
Well, it's fun because it's like, I mean, it's so horrible.
You ever gone below deck?
No.
You got to jump on the below deck train.
I went for a run. It's pretty musty down there. Come on.
Dude, below deck absolutely slaps. They got all different kind of boats. They got all sorts of seasons. If you want to jump into some reality television.
Okay, back when I worked at Cameo, I worked with a couple below deck people.
No way!
Captain Sandy.
Love Captain
and,
Sandy.
Chef Kiko.
Chef Kiko. I don't think I know
I think
Chef
he was
Kiko.
only on for like one season, but he was a favorite. Everyone loved this guy.
Then why didn't he go back?
He got like forced out for some reason.
Oh, he probably did something bad.
He probably banged someone, I think.
You sure he wasn't working under an alias that wasn't Robert McGrath or
It
whatever?
was Father Richard McGrath.
Wait, Chef Kiko. No way, that's how you spell it.
Kiko.
Oh, I remember Chef Kiko. Oh, he was really bad at his job.
Okay.
He got fired.
Yeah. But I think he was a fun time.
Yeah, he was a good hang, but he couldn't cook with her shit.
Okay.
Damn, shout out Captain Sandy. Big fan of the Sandman.
Mm-hmm.
God, I love that damn show. I've been watching a lot of it. You know, I think if I was like my age, back in the just get whatever riff out you want. Yeah, suck my ass.
What time period were you going to say? That's going to determine the riff.
Well, I could see the wheels turning. I'm like, just say it, you son of a bitch.
I wasn't going to go there.
You always
You
go
looked
there.
at me. You looked at me. You basically handed me a loaded gun and said, "Don't point that at me."
Don't fucking take this out of my hand. But I was thinking, I've been
Holding
watching
it to your forehead.
Stop doing this, Tom. I think if I was alive like in the 70s or 80s, like at the age I am now, I think I would have given a shot at like being a criminal.
Oh, sure.
You know?
Yeah, I don't think you would have.
No, but like not like a murder guy criminal, not like a violent criminal. I think I would have like taken a run at a couple of heists.
Yeah, really?
I think so.
I can't get you to go to therapy. You're gonna plan a heist?
Those are so different.
I mean, it's just,
There's no
I think
reward
it's so
for
hard,
therapy.
though. Oh yeah. I need to get something out of it.
Yeah, I don't have to pay to do a heist.
Right, that's true.
It's all well. I mean, you got to set it up. You know, there's some upfront costs.
I think there's some significant risk.
Yeah, you just have to pay with like 8 to 10 years of your life in a supermax federal institution.
Yeah, but like, wait, we were talking about this. Aren't there some people who like, because like if you make money illegally, like they can't track it, so like sometimes the fine actually like does make the crime worth it.
Well, for like corporations, they build that into their like P&Ls. It's like the fine is far less than what they made on the illegal activity.
So they're like, oh no.
And they're like, it's like all these big banks that launder money for drug cartels. They get all these billions and billions of dollars, and then the government's like, hey man, fucking quit that. You owe us $20 million.
Give us $40 right now.
Like, all right, yeah, we made $2 billion doing
Yeah.
this. Yeah, that shit happens all the time. But I was thinking,
It's kind of like the Catholic Church.
damn,
Come on.
fucking go! Shout out McGrath, you fucking perverted weirdo. Why didn't he die? Has he died yet?
No, he is alive, and his whereabouts are kind of unknown.
Sure.
Dude, it's like he's in the Chicago area. It's Waukegan.
Not good. He just has a false nose and a weird beard.
They literally, one of the articles I read was like a very unofficial news source, and it was like, he's been spotted around downtown Wakanda.
So wait, is it
You know,
Wakanda?
there's that one town in Illinois called Wakanda, and it's tough. It's a very white town. They really
hated
should
it.
rename it.
They hated that.
Yeah.
But so what is this guy? He just like he like makes. What do you get? You get like tenure, and you get paid for the rest of your life.
I have no idea.
So he's like
actually, how
just
the
fully
money's-
hitting the retire button.
Well, after he got kicked out of the school for the stuff, so he got like accused of a bunch of sexual assault. They did nothing.
Sure.
And then someone at a wrestling match saw him looking at naked pictures of a boy on his phone. And then that took him to court. He refused to give up the phone, which is like, so for sure innocent.
Yeah. Hey, let me see your phone.
No.
No.
No
naked boys on there.
And then when asked if he had ever looked at child pornography, he pleaded the fifth. And that is when he got dismissed from the order. But then they housed him for several years after that. And then more shit came out, and they finally kicked him out of the little house.
So he's just stone cold perv.
Yeah.
I mean, at a fucking wrestling match.
And his boss at the time, our new Pope.
New Pope.
Pope
God,
Leo.
You know, the world we live in, I think we are living in hell. I think this is hell.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think there's some part of it, if you like, succeed massively in this system, then you don't get to like age out of or like graduate out of this system. I think you have to like relive Earth a bunch of times.
Oh,
It's like I feel like if you are able to like dismiss all of that stuff and just live a simple, nice life,
just hang in the basement in Bushwick.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Then I think you get to go to the next level.
Maybe.
Because I think if you like participate in the system too much, you are complicit and kind of evil.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, you should rip some heists, dude.
Right?
Yeah.
This is the perfect mindset for a guy that would heist.
One time I did kind of like feel that buzz in high school. Like we had to, like we all like signed, like we all like spray painted our names on the walls in the theater.
Nice.
But like our year they like tried to crack down on it or something. So
On vandalism?
yeah, but it was like tradition. Like everyone did it.
Okay. It's like the senior thing?
Yeah, exactly. You
Okay,
did
yeah.
it when you were a senior. So like we had watched it for 3 years, and then our year they're like, "You're not gonna do that anymore." It's like, what the hell?
You guys all get arrested?
So then, yeah, for signing the inside of the theater, it would be the set. The cops would be like, "Come on, can't you guys try to like go?"
Tell me who Tommy
dinky
Keys is!
stuff?" You guys go hit the fucking snowball stand. See who's working. See if you can get your
Get the old
thing
dude.
knocked
She's
around.
a little salty, but she'll give it a shot.
But we kind of broke in after hours and like snuck in, and I remember we were wearing like all black, and I was like, this is cool.
This is
crime
cool.
is cool.
Yeah, crime pays.
Yeah.
Crime absolutely pays.
Yeah, signed my name way too big.
Right.
I went back about 8 years later and I saw it and I was like, that was obnoxious.
It is really funny to, like, the whole crime is you signing your name at the crime.
Yeah.
That's the whole crime.
Can't prove I did it.
Can't prove it was me. Just says Tommy.
Also, they're like, we're not going to go look at it.
We don't care.
We
This
don't
happens
care.
every year.
It's just,
It's not a big deal.
we just said you weren't supposed to do it.
Yeah.
God,
Did you notice
aren't
the
you
door was
senior
unlocked?
class president, you fucking nerd. Yeah, the door was fully unlocked. Janitor opens it for us. I'm like, God, crime is so cool.
Shh, dude.
I didn't realize you were in on this. God, we have people everywhere.
Oh, but I mean, I think it could be fun because, like, you know, robbery is different than theft.
We can't go robbery.
Robbery's no good. You'll do some hard time for a robbery.
Also, it's like, you know, you got to go victimless crimes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No weapons, no nothing. That's where the fun part comes in.
Yeah.
Because then you got to plan a big heist.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you get away with it, bingo, bango. And then if you don't, you do like 4 years.
Did you watch Ocean's 11 recently?
I watched all 3 of them. I actually finished Ocean's 13 before I came here.
Incredible. I knew it. It does make crime seem, one, very
easy.
and two, it makes you feel kind of smart.
Well, I was trying to like plan a heist in my head, and then I fell apart. I was like, I don't have a demolition specialist.
We could get one.
I could probably find a demolition
Yeah, I
specialist.
bombed pretty hard last night.
Let's go.
Come on.
Now we're having fun.
Yeah, what would be your target? I don't even know what to take down.
Well, I think you start small. You got to find a cash business.
You're going to knock off a business?
Well, you can't just run up to a guy, give me your wallet.
Yeah, but it's got to be like an evil thing.
No, I want to steal from a mom and pop shop.
Okay.
I want to
I
ruin
thought you were
somebody's
going like
life.
Robin Hood, like take from the banks.
Well, yeah, I would love to, but you got to work up to that.
I don't know how to just
Can't just rob a
break into
bank.
a bank.
Actually, I've watched a lot of documentaries about robbing banks recently,
Yeah,
and it's you know, or it used to be.
pretty easy.
You could kind of walk up with just a note
Should be like,
and be like, I got a fucking gun.
Yeah.
Give me $100.
In New York, I just feel like people would be so unfazed by that.
I don't even think they would care.
You have a gun?
Great, so do I.
Shoot me.
It's in my mouth every night. I can't afford any of this
Yeah,
place.
you point that gun at me.
Please.
It's going to get awkward.
It's the same thing. You point the gun, they're like, yeah, just put it right here. Please, God. You're like, oh, you actually give them $100
It's, like,
bucks?
really deep in there.
It's like, hey, look, this will do your first thing of BetterHelp. This will cover it. This is a tough life you're living.
Do you know of any other like banks around here that would like I could rob?
That people aren't super bummed out at.
Yeah, I kind of want to take down the man.
Just trying to scratch this heist button.
I just think we're stuck at a certain level, and the only way to get through is by not like succeeding in the traditional sense.
No, I mean, like, if you participate in capitalism too much,
Yeah,
I don't think there's a problem with like providing for your family and yourself.
yeah.
But if you participate too much and get to the highest levels of it,
You're evil.
I think you're evil.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
But I mean, you do have to provide for your.
I think my
wife
bar
and kids.
is bar for like 100% your evil is 100 million.
I think people can get lucky and hit 100 mil. I think people could like sell an app for 100 milli.
I guess.
Sell a business that makes sense for $100 million. It's the people that
If
bought
you
that and bury it. Those are the evil ones.
Bury it.
You know, it's like guys have like
Oh, yeah.
created
Like,
an engine that runs on water or whatever,
Yes.
and then GM buys it, and then you never
Right.
see the technology again.
Yeah.
Evil.
Yeah.
And then that guy dies mysteriously in a hotel room with 4 gunshots in the back of his head. They're like, pretty sure it was suicide.
Yeah. Richard McGrath is walking out of there wiping his mouth.
They're like, Rich,
Rich, come on, man. You're everywhere.
Jesus Christ.
You're supposed to be laying low.
He was dead for like 6 hours. How'd you even get it out?
The human body is an amazing thing.
It's like the two things, you know, how, like after you chop your head off, your thoughts still go for like 8 minutes. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah, you can still come like after 8 hours of being dead.
Come for like a while. If you're horned up enough before,
No, the cum lasts.
yeah, it's honestly pretty good.
Kind of jonesing
Actually
to come
gets a little
out.
thicker. God.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I want to rob something.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think my conscience would get the best of me.
Okay.
We paintballed a bunch of houses in New York when I was a kid,
Oh.
and
Yeah, that feels bad.
felt really bad about it.
Cause that's like, oh, someone's got to clean that up.
It's like a mess.
Yeah, like well, I guess I TP'd.
That's a
Yeah,
bigger mess
that was
than
a mess.
paintballing.
Yeah.
But paintballing, we did it, but we all dressed up in all black and snuck out in the middle of the night. And it was kind of like right after Columbine.
Oh.
So probably not the smartest
Well, yeah,
move.
you could have gotten fucking
Shot in the head.
shot. Yeah.
Not cute.
Well, I was thinking about this the other day. Every single night of my childhood from 5th grade to freshman year of high school, we played cops and robbers in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
And our neighbors all were like pretty on board with us, but like there's, 10 kids dressed in all black running through the backyards. We played, nothing was off limits.
Same.
We were on their garage roofs,
Same.
in their like backyards, like hiding everywhere. I feel like nowadays you'd get at the least like a baseball bat to the
Oh, some
head.
Karen would come out and really let you have it.
yeah.
I mean, we were doing the thing, because they used to sell like pistols that looked pretty real, but they
Yep.
were like orange and green.
Yeah.
And then you just spray paint them black, and you have what looks just like a real gun.
Like a Glock.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we're running around the neighborhood with those things.
Yeah.
Nobody gave a hoot.
No. Damn.
Couldn't
What a
do that
time.
today and get shot right in the mouth.
Yeah, the paintball thing is crazy because it's like you really, the way you're holding it too, it's like you have an AR.
It was not a smart move. And that crew we were running with, kind of a bad crew, honestly.
Oh wow.
They went on to like slashing people's pools.
Oh, like above ground pools?
Yeah.
You were in upstate New York.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, wow.
People would just like go start slashing pools, and me and my brother were like, I think we're kind of maxed out here.
Yeah, that sucks. It's also like not so your yard's so wet.
It's just a dick move.
Yeah, because then, yeah.
Like a paintballing a house, it's like, yeah, it's a dick move.
But it's also
You
kind of
pop
fun.
a hose on it,
It's also
but
kind
you're
of
also
fun to
going
do. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's why, like egging is the same thing as like slashing a house. It's like that sucks.
It's like you really created an issue for me here.
Yeah.
This is gross.
TP is kind of fun because it's like kind of hard to do.
Yeah, but
It's
then if
like-
it gets wet, like that
yeah,
morning
the
dew,
raining TP is tough.
because then you're picking up just pieces of it.
I remember one time when my brother was a senior during like junior senior wars, our house got egged and TP'd and it rained.
Brutal.
And cleaning up that TP in the morning was tough. Also, it sucked because I remember my dad being pissed at my brother and was like, "You have to clean this shit up before going to school."
Yeah.
And I was
know.
like, "I don't think it was him though."
Yeah, but he
You
was
know?
like the catalyst of it.
I guess, but like,
I mean, out of your dad and him, who's gonna clean it?
yeah, but it's like, don't
like-
be mad though.
Yeah, it's just like, hey,
It's like, oh, you got.
this is on you now.
Yeah, I'm starting to think maybe my dad was stressed out about something else.
Yeah, it's like
providing
he had
for
7
8 children.
kids. Yeah. Now that's a guy who participated in capitalism, but he raised 7 kids.
Yeah.
Nothing illegal about that.
Being a doctor isn't the most capitalistic thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Wait, but he did participate in
Well, yeah, we all have to participate.
Sure, yeah. No, I think he's evil deep down.
No, it's like if he took that route and then got into the healthcare
Right.
system and then became the CEO of a healthcare thing, evil city.
Instead,
Good guy alert.
I'll never say it publicly aside from right now. Really good guy. He went low-income old people intentionally.
Clip it. Put it on
Because
the
they
internet.
were mistreated in Minnesota.
Shout out to Dr. Nick.
Yeah, he's doing good things.
And he said, hey, if I get a couple
me
of
a
these
call
guys in my
sometime.
back pocket, they don't know what's going on. I can charge them whatever the hell I want.
Yeah, these guys are old as
Hey,
shit.
Gladys, that'll be $10,000.
Oh man, Gladys, you graduated with her, right? Didn't even look at you.
I think that was my favorite of your deliveries of me being old.
Yeah. I don't even know if they heard that. I don't know if the mic picked
Now
that
that is what we refer to as good, clean fun.
up. Good time.
Folks, we love some good, clean fun.
My God. What else we got here? Can we do a Menti H check?
Oh, the H. Well, the H was
Before we
absolutely
wrap?
popping before I got here.
Why?
And because you told me our guy was a pedophile.
Oh, it was popping good?
Good. I was thinking there's hope. I got a little ounce of hope in my fat ass.
Listen, maybe there is. Maybe he's, a new man.
No, he's not.
He changed his name
You can't.
to
See,
Leo.
this is a perfect example. If he just stayed in his local parish and helped out the community, great. But he went and became pope.
And now we got to dig up all the skeletons.
Now he hid pedophiles his entire life.
Yeah.
Evil. Damn
Yeah.
it. I was thinking, all right, here's my little thought.
We got a Chicago boy.
We got a first American,
Yeah.
and I thought, okay, this is a guy who can like combat Trump in a real way,
Right.
where Americans will listen to him. Because some guy from
That still
Zimbabwe,
might be the
they're not
case.
going to listen to him.
Right.
But if he starts,
That wasn't
coming out-
racist, by the way. That was just that was the
they
way
just
we are.
they just come from wherever.
Yeah.
And if they,
We have nothing against Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe's a great place. I summer there
Tim Summers there almost every summer.
almost every summer. We only have a couple summers left.
Yeah.
I need to call your dad. Actually, my health has kind of fallen off. Had a pretty bad fall in the shower the other day.
I gained a couple lbs recently too. I gotta get to Slim Bob play. I can't even say it.
Oh, by the way, Tom, it is fully top popping season.
I know, but I'm not in good enough shape yet.
I saw some people out there looking pretty grizzly.
There's some
today.
pretty bad ones out there. But I'm like, why did you pop the top though?
You want to know why? They have tattoos that they're proud of.
Oh,
Anytime I saw a
it was all tats.
kind of a grizzly bod, it was pretty tatted up.
They don't get to show that off very often.
Yeah, they want to go look at this huge tiger.
But it's like that's not what people are looking at. They're looking at the bouncy bounces.
Yeah, they're going, well, that's
right
kind of
underneath
bouncing
it.
in every direction.
Yeah, that tiger is happy.
What the hell is that? Wait, what were we talking about?
Menti
the
H.
Menti H. Well, I was all pumped
you were
because I
good.
thought like, oh, this guy could be like a beacon of hope and be like a deacon of hope.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, he used to be a deacon of hope. Now he's
no, but he was hiding everybody because they were deacon too many kids down.
Dinkin of hope.
But I was thinking, all right, this guy can combat the evil that is Trump, and Americans will listen to him because they're not going to go, oh, who cares about a guy from Argentina? He doesn't know what it's like to be an American.
No.
And then I come over here with my eyes wide and my fucking tail wagging, and you're like, oh, yeah, he's a huge pedophile.
I said, get ready to be bummed out in
So,
arrears, Tim.
that's-
He's been defending Slinky Dinkies his whole life.
So that took me back down into the depths of hell, and
Yeah.
now I'm thinking about committing a crime.
All right.
I'm back into heist mode now.
Yeah, I like heist mode, Tim.
If
so
you
that's
notice
where the
that-
mental health is at is heist mode. I've cranked it all the way up to heist mode.
So if you notice that anything around the studio is mysteriously gone missing, it's just me. It's me working on my craft.
I'm like, Tim, it's not a heist. You just like took one of the microphones.
I'll return
We
it,
need that next week.
but I do need to work on sleight of hand.
Okay.
It's a big part.
Tom, go into the bathroom and close the door for 5 minutes. And
Do you notice anything missing? You're like, well, yeah, my mattress is in the hallway. Like, shit.
You didn't even like get it all the way out the door.
Yeah, and it's like, what was your escape plan with a twin size mattress?
I thought I had a demolition specialist in the hallway.
I do need a demo. I need a guy that knows electronics. I'm just late to the game. That's my problem.
I could try to learn something.
I feel like
could do,
you would be the
lockpick.
electronics guy.
I think I could get good at picking safes.
No, well, that is a big
I
one.
would like to do
picking
that.
safes. I would say lock
Listening to it,
picking.
just
Oh, you do it by ear? Damn, okay. Shout out to the Italian job.
yeah.
Damn, that was intense.
That's what we call the
When
last
Charlize Theron couldn't get it done, they're like, you're going to have to go with this thing by ear.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
because it was like the Walther 5000.
Was that the first one to do the by ear thing? Because they also do that in Oceans, right?
I don't think so.
Or is it in Batman? Dark Knight?
Oh,
And then he
I know
goes,
what you're talking
"Are
about.
you done? And then
Yeah, he just slaps him in the back of the head. Well, I think he's like listening to something, but I don't think it was like as big of a deal as it was in
Now You See Me.
Ain't never seen it before.
Oh, it's a pretty good movie.
Is it?
It's a heist movie.
Is it a heist
But
movie?
it's with magicians. It's with Mark Zuckerberg. Jesse Eisenberg.
If he's not in The Social Network, I don't really care for that guy.
Well, he plays the same guy
in every single movie.
Yeah, he really can't get out of that.
Is that one of those movies where you have to suspend your belief a little bit? Like, is it a little like
It's
supernatural?
about magicians, Tim.
No, I mean, like, they can bibbity
yeah.
bobbity boo, but are they doing stuff that's like legitimately fake?
I think it's I don't. Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I don't know that much about magic, but it's
Like,
kind
are
of
they
a
like
fun
traveling time?
movie. No,
Oh, okay.
but it's like it's all supposed to be like these are magic tricks that you could do, but then there's like bigger things going on.
I see.
They're really taking down someone evil or something. I don't really remember.
I'm in.
But it's a great cast. Ruffalo,
Rough.
Morgan Free. Yeah.
You know what I watched yesterday? You ever seen Dog Day Afternoon?
Nah.
Sweet! Absolutely wild movie based on a true story.
It's Pacino, right?
Chino out
I
here.
just heard him talk about it in his book.
What? You heard him talk about it? That's fun.
I listened to his book.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But we need to give Matthew McConaughey's book a re-listen.
You should.
One of the funniest books
We
of
should
all
just do
time.
it on the pod.
Wait, what was he saying about the Dog Day A?
I don't know. He honestly, every time he talked about one of the movies, it was pretty boring. And then he would just tell a story about a woman whose heart he clearly broke. But he retells the stories in a way that's like, man, we were in love, and she was an incredible lady, and it's a bummer that it didn't work. And it's like, you were definitely a monster.
Like, you were a prick, for sure.
Yeah. But it's like he reminisces. It's not that good of a book.
Right.
It's a lot of stories that he clearly wanted to tell, and someone was like, I got to try to piece together a through line for you.
Yeah, I feel like when these guys hit like 85, somebody approaches them and they're just like, hey, for your legacy, we needed an autobiography.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, yeah, well, I don't know. In
He's like, "Here's a bunch of
73, I was banging
Random
this chick.
stories that I remember. I mean, it's cool because he walks through like all the different apartments he lived in New York.
Oh, that's fun.
And that's my favorite part of it.
The Hell's Kitchen. I always feel like they always lived in Hell's Kitchen.
He lived in Hell's Kitchen for a little bit, Midtown for a little bit, Upper East, I think.
Okay.
And then he lived right in the West Village. But and he lived in the East Village when it was like really shitty.
Well, this is like
know?
when you could live, when an artist could live.
Well, it's like it's like the only place you could afford to live is East Village.
Right. You're like, brutal.
Yeah, it's so tough.
Brutal. Or like Soho in the 60s where it was like, yeah, you just get some awesome loft. Watched a documentary about that yesterday.
Look at us educating ourselves.
I know, it's
I'm
insane.
Reading.
Well, wait, where were we at? Oh, all the way back to
Dog
Minty
Day.
Age. So I'm in
yeah.
heist mode. Where are
You're
you
in
at?
heist mode. I'm doing okay. I'm stressed, a little overwhelmed. I believe that was the last update. Feeling it, but
Feeling it.
yeah, feeling like overwhelmed and anxious a lot. But I'm running again,
Huge.
and that is helping. I was on the injured reserve with the bum ankle for a little bit,
Been there.
and the team was struggling without me out there.
Which is always nice to see.
I know it's good.
You
to
don't
see.
want to see the team struggle, but you're going, you guys got to need
Damn,
me.
they do need me out there running my 3 miles a day.
Yeah, you need my 14 and 9.
Yeah. And so now I'm feeling
Actually,
okay.
the ages that McGrath loves.
14 is way too old.
You think?
They're so chatty. They'll talk. They'll tell people.
And yeah, I guess a 14-year-old has like pubes.
I believe he was not me. That was about 4 years in arrears, actually. Yeah, I believe the last victim was like 12. Anyways, yeah, mental health is okay. I think, I got to get better at going to bed earlier.
Tough.
I was doing a good job of that for a little while, because I was reading, and now I've forgotten how again.
Now you're back on the phone.
I'm back on. I'm TV.
Oh, TV.
Because I've been on the road a lot, and I'm back to falling asleep in hotel rooms with the TV on.
Yeah, so it's just ridiculousness until
Yeah,
the cows
and
come
then
home.
it's like yeah, technically I kind of fell asleep around 1, and then I woke up like 8 times between 1 and 4 because my TV was blasting Step Brothers,
and you're like, oh.
and it's like the clean version because it's on TV, so it's not even that good.
It's not great. All right, so you're at anxiety, but you're keeping it moving.
I'm trying to keep it moving.
So how close are you to committing a heist?
I think I'm months away from heist mode. I'm doing okay.
So you're in the planning section.
Yeah, I would say I'm.
You're getting the crew together.
I'm scheming mode.
Yeah,
right
you're
now.
scheming. You're plotting.
I'm always plotting.
Plotting mode.
Yeah.
Dude.
I gotta take
Tommy
a big
Key's
old
in the
plot right
plotting
after
mode.
this.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I took a little PLOT before I got here.
Yeah.
Had a little 30-minute walk. I said, I got to get this thing out of me.
That's huge. Man, halfway through that walk, if you started clenching, that would be a sweaty, tough.
Man, I did that on the
second
train
mile.
one time and like fully just planned on, I was like, I can wipe with my shirt. This is a pretty dead station. I can just get off and kind of shit in the corner. It was really, really, really bad.
What station were you feeling comfortable pooping at? It had to
Jefferson.
be Bushwick.
Yeah, it was definitely Jefferson.
Yeah. Myrtle Wyckoff, you get off, they hand you a roll
They
of
hand you toilet
paper.
paper. Yeah. They're like, hey, man, this one's kind of full over here, but if you want to go get into that
I
pile.
want to pop down by that bench over there. Actually, it's kind of a nice base.
They already have the hole dug out in the bench.
That's why those benches are gridded. They're not solid. They have the holes in them.
Gross.
You can squeeze
Anyway,
them through.
Dog Day Afternoon. I brought that up, and
Yeah.
then we didn't land that fucking plane. You got to check this out. It's a great movie. It's like a story that you would never think would be filmed and told in 1975.
What is it?
So it's about a guy who robs a bank, him and his buddy,
I mean,
and he's robbing the bank to get the money to pay for his husband's transition surgery.
whoa.
And it's a true story.
Oh, yeah. He did talk about this.
And it's like,
And he did. The way he talked about it is awesome. He's like, I didn't know about it at the time. You know, it's like he clearly was uncomfortable with it.
he was great in it. The movie is
That's
really, really good. You know, you watch some of these movies before 1980 and you're like, this sucks.
Yeah.
It's
well,
very
especially
bad.
like if they hit on like topics like that, often it's just like, ooh, this aged poorly.
It's like a perfect.
Oh, that
You
rips.
wouldn't have even clocked. It just like looks old, but like it was really well done. The director was great. He also did Before the Devil Knows You're Dead. He did a bunch of really good movies.
I'm
But
gonna
anyway,
watch it this weekend.
it's super good. I was really surprised at how good it was. But I went into it thinking just Stone Cold Heist movie because I'm in heist mode.
yeah.
And then it
You're
turned
doing
into
research.
Yeah,
That's a tax write-off.
And they're like, you didn't even rent the movie. What do you want us to?
But just right out, because I reported the income from the heist, though, right?
So this is my R search. Actually, we did have to rent it from Amazon, $3.89. So I'd like that back.
Damn.
Government,
You'll get it back.
probably. But yeah, I would say pop it on. It's I thought it was gonna be a Stone Cold Heist movie. Lizzie said, don't look up anything.
Oh, because
Don't.
she's seen it.
Well, she read about it. She
Oh,
knew what
okay.
it was.
Yeah.
And she knows I'm in heist mode, so she was
Right.
like, you're gonna love this.
So let me support my man.
It's in Brooklyn. It's heist. Timmy's gonna love it. And then it took a left turn and went into something completely different. And I'm going, hey, this is different, but I like these too.
We'll take it.
Shout out to Mark Norman.
Timmy heist. Yeah.
Right?
Curly fry joke?
Curly fry joke.
Yeah.
Anywho, Tom, where we at? What are we at? We're at 58
We're at 58. I think we
minutes.
can wrap this bad boy
Put a
up.
bow
I was
on
gonna
this
say
motherfucker.
bitch. I don't know why.
Don't do that.
We're going to wrap this bitch up.
That's
What
not
is
natural
it?
coming out of your mouth.
Who am I? Let's see. Coming up, I got a bunch of stuff going on sale right now. Bunch of shirts. Got shirts. That's Mulaney.
Oh, what the fuck?
Anyways, we got Austin, Texas on sale in September. DC, Charlotte, Dallas, Tyler, Texas. Yikes. And some other ones. PunchUpLive.com/Tommy Brennan.
Tyler, Texas. You need to riff on a camp they have in Tyler, Texas called Pine Cove.
How do you know about this?
Because everybody from high school used to go to Pine Cove every summer, and it's like a weird Christian camp.
Ooh, nice.
So they would all know what Pine Cove is.
I want to
over
go.
in Tyler,
Let me guess
Texas.
who's running Pine Cove.
Yeah, like what the fuck? You
Father-
get that bracelet, Pine Cove? They're gonna go, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I know about Pine Cove.
I go. I know where Richard McGrath is hiding.
Exactly.
He's hiding
Toss
in
that
Pine
riff out.
Cove.
That's gonna pop in
Damn.
Tyler.
Okay.
Folks.
I can't wait. I gotta write that down.
Yeah, you need to. It's gonna pop. Chicago. No, not Chicago. Where am I gonna be? DC. The end of this month, the 22nd through the 25th at the DC Improv, and then come on out to Boston. I'll be at the Hideout at the very end of the month, and on the 30th. Come fill it out. Great city for comedy. Great room for comedy, pundits are saying.
Let's go.
And then comment on the freaking internet if we said something you love, you don't like, if you like the vibe, if you like the news stew, if you like the fucking Timberwolves, if you hate them, who cares? Pop it on the damn YouTube and let's get those numbers cranking.
Absolutely.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
He married my sister, now we're living together.